In less than 2 years of leadership, we can see how that the president of Burkina Faso, General Traoré, has transformed the country. The kind of growth, the kind of development, the kind of infrastructure, the kind of things he has done to see that the country improves, the country develops, would leave you imagining that these kind of leaders are the kind of people we need in Africa. Having these leaders with the right mindset, leaders who have the people at heart, leaders who want to see that our people develop or the country transform and would do anything to see that the country grows is what we so much desire. So guys, I would want you to leave your thoughts, your comments in the comment section below, and we'll continue the conversation from there.
Traoré's leadership has not only brought about transformative infrastructure projects, but also ushered in a new era of governance, streamlining bureaucratic processes to ensure development projects are executed seamlessly, on budget, and ahead of schedule.
C'est tout ce qui a été mis dans la tête pour que nous ne puissions pas avancer.
Errors may have been committed by breaking certain rules, but it's time to lead by example. It's time that you who work here at the top, you are models, and every time you see the flag, think of everything we have like our values. Ibrahim, a man of action, embarked on an ambitious project to modernize the country's network of roads. But that was just the beginning. Ibrahim Traoré saw education as the key to unlocking Burkina Faso's true potential. Determined to provide opportunities for the youth, he set out to build universities that could stand a chance with some of the best on the continent, making sure the youth of Burkina Faso would be equipped to tackle the challenges of the future. With corruption and bureaucratic hurdles eliminated, funds allocated for projects are used efficiently. Ibrahim's leadership ensured that every dollar earmarked for development found its way to the intended purpose, whether it was the construction of roads, universities, an ultra-modern hospital, a nuclear power plant, or a gold refining factory. Ibrahim Traoré envisioned a nation with a robust healthcare system accessible to all. In the heart of the country's second largest city, an ultra-modern hospital is nearing completion, a beacon of hope and healing. State-of-the-art medical facilities and a cadre of skilled professionals converge to provide top-notch healthcare for Burkina Faso's citizens.
There were problems with funding, but the current government reacted positively to ensure we are able to deliver the project.
Burkina Faso has prioritized increasing its health budget. The government has allocated a higher percentage of its overall budget to healthcare, recognizing that a well-funded health sector is crucial for addressing the diverse health needs of the population. This increased budget allows for better remuneration of healthcare professionals, procurement of essential medical supplies, and the implementation of public health programs.
2023 a été une année.
2023 was a year where many initiatives saw the light of the day. Everything that we have taken as an initiative in the field of defense, in the health field, especially also in the field of food self-sufficiency, many initiatives of development, of industrialization have been launched.
Surtout aussi dans le domaine de l'autosuffisance alimentaire.
The most audacious of Ibrahim's endeavors is the construction of a nuclear power plant that is currently underway. One of the primary benefits of introducing nuclear power to Burkina Faso is the potential for significantly reducing the cost of energy production. This cost-effectiveness can catalyze industrial growth by making energy more affordable for businesses, thereby encouraging investment in manufacturing and other energy-intensive sectors. Following the groundbreaking agreement between Russia and Burkina Faso to collaborate on the construction of the nuclear power plant, a venture that holds immense significance for both countries, Russia has officially reopened its embassy in Burkina Faso after a prolonged hiatus. We are determined to expand cooperation in the commercial and economic field, and we hope that the Burkinabe partners will gradually expand the range of products purchased in Russia, in particular agricultural machinery and mineral fertilizers, as well as equipment for the mining industry. Russia will continue to provide assistance to Burkina Faso for the training of specialists and executives, national civilians, and military. In the midst of these grand projects, Ibrahim Traoré also turned his attention to Burkina Faso's rich natural resources. A gold refining factory where the precious metal extracted from the nation's mines would be processed and utilized to fund further development projects. In a televised address, Ibrahim Traoré remarked, "The true wealth of Burkina Faso lies not only in its resources, but in the spirit and potential of its people."
Peuple du Burkina Faso, camarades combattants pour la liberté, pour la paix, la souveraineté et l'indépendance.
People of Burkina Faso, comrades, fighters for freedom, for peace, sovereignty, and real independence. It is an honor and a pleasure for me to address you at the threshold of New Year 2024 to wish you Burkina Faso from inside and outside, friends and partners of Burkina Faso, Happy New Year.
Rendons grâce à Dieu qui nous a permis de voir ce jour, qui marque donc la fin de l'année 2023.
Let us give thanks to God who has allowed us to see this landmark day and the end of the year 2023. Let us also pray to the good Lord for those who gave their lives for the independence of Burkina Faso and the reconquest of our territory, that their soul may rest in peace. We also pray that God grants health to all who today find themselves injured by terrorists, those who have led the noble fight for our freedom.
Pour notre liberté. Nous sommes solidaires de toutes ces personnes qui ont dû quitter leur country.
We are in solidarity with all the people who had to leave their country who find themselves today displaced. Comrades, 2023 was a year during which we made a deep analysis of the situation of Burkina Faso, a year during from which we made a deep diagnosis of the words which undermine Burkina Faso, which led to taking important decisions. These decisions were to break first chains of the slavery, of imperialism, of neocolonialism, because you cannot hope to find your lost object by calling for help from the one who stole it from you.
Première chaîne de l'esclavage, de l'impérialisme, du néocolonialisme. Parce que, dit-on, vous ne pouvez espérer retrouver votre objet perdu en faisant appel à l'aide à celui qui vous l'a dérobé.
2023 was a year where many initiatives saw the light of the day. On December 11th, as we summarized about everything that we have taken as an initiative in the field of defense, in the health field, especially also in the field of food self-sufficiency, many initiatives of development, of industrialization have been launched.
Surtout aussi dans le domaine de l'autosuffisance alimentaire. Beaucoup d'initiatives de développement, d'industrialisation ont été lancées.
This is the place for me to salute the Burkinabe people for their resilience, for having understood the meaning of the fight that we are waging for the reconquest of the territory and for the real independence of Burkina Faso. 2024 will be a year during which we will continue this fight. We will continue to break the chains of slavery, to break the chains of neocolonialism, which prevents us from knowing happiness. During this year, 2024, we will continue the efforts to reconquer the territory and amplify the struggle.
Nous allons poursuivre les efforts de reconquête du territoire et amplifier la lutte.
This is why on the side of defense, we will see the creation of the 1st Combat Brigade, which we have called the Brigade Special and Rapid Intervention, which will bring together the different intervention battalions rapid. A special grouping of forces and a specific grouping that is always in the sense of the reorganization of our army, of its rearticulating of the relocation of different forces. A strategic equipment plan and a reorganization plan of different forces emerged in 2023. This will materialize in 2024 by the arrival of new heavy materials for protection and increase of the firepower of the combat units. In addition to this aspect, it is important to know that 2024 will also be a year of challenge because we have set ourselves objectives in the area, therefore, of the reconquest and also, therefore, the return of the various IDPs to their locality and their security during the year 2024. As I told you, many of initiatives have been started, and in 2024, we should be able to deepen and really implement everything that we have started. Notably, the presidential initiative for food self-sufficiency and also the agro-pastoral offensive of the Ministry of Agriculture, which was launched recently, the dry season, is on course. In all these two initiatives, so that we can during the year 2024 achieve or at least approach food self-sufficiency. It is a challenge for us, and I therefore invite the people of Burkinabe to take ownership of these initiatives and to be able to launch wherever you are so that the state can also support you and so that we can take up this challenge in the areas of industrialization and also therefore of everything that can go in the sense of bringing something more to all these valiant traders who are doing their best to serve the different localities of Burkina Faso.
Atteindre aux besoins, s'approcher de l'autosuffisance alimentaire. C'est un défi pour nous et j'invite donc le peuple burkinabé à s'approprier ces initiatives et à pouvoir se lancer
Many initiatives will be taken in this sense. The PEC is already launched, which will allow us to have a certain number of factories, but many initiatives are to come during the year 2024. We are still going to ask the people of Burkina Faso to take ownership of the presidential initiative for community development. After analysis of the health situation, as we said on December 11th last, we must be able to rebuild our cities and be able to sanitize it. We therefore ask for the population to take ownership of this initiative and to be able to launch into sanitation, urbanization, and making sure that our living environments are even more pleasant so that certain epidemics that we have experienced cannot resurface.
De pouvoir s'approprier l'initiative présidentielle pour le développement communautaire. Ce, après analyse donc de la situation sanitaire, comme nous l'avons dit le 11 décembre dernier.
During this year, the fight that we are waging today is also a fight for culture. As you will have noticed by the posing a diagnosis of the problem, we understood that the colonization has uprooted us. We have lost our culture, our beautiful culture, which teaches us peace, solidarity, and to be upright. We have lost its values. This is why we want to ensure that culture occupies an important place. Therefore, 4 inches our fight is what led so today to formalize our national languages and also to create the community council through this bill, which has just been adopted. So in the assembly, this must bring us to return to our roots, to our traditions, to our cultures, to be able to resurface these values of solidarity, which we are very lacking, these values of peace, of tolerance, and mutual aid. On the aspect of corruption, it must be said that the year 2023 was a year where this phenomenon continued.
La culture occupe une place importante donc, dans notre combat. C'est ce qui a amené donc à aujourd'hui officialiser nos langues nationales et aussi à créer.
For 2024, we therefore intend to launch the machines of the fight against corruption. This is the place for me to invite all these institutions and structures who therefore work in the fight against corruption to redouble their efforts so that forever we can banish this phenomenon from our comrade society. We remain convinced of our trajectory of the lineage that we adopted not long ago. No better than this route that we took for our freedom, for our sovereignty, and so that Burkina can prosper.
Nous comptons donc lancer la machine de la lutte contre la corruption. C'est le lieu donc pour moi d'inviter.
We are convinced, and with the Burkinabe people, we are reassured more than ever that the fight that we lead is noble for Burkina Faso and for the whole of Africa. We wish you a very happy New Year 2024, a year full of health, a year of combativity, a year during which all Burkinabes will be able to cultivate love between them.
Cet itinéraire que nous avons emprunté pour notre liberté, pour notre souveraineté.
A year during which we hope that the Burkinabé will be able to make up for the differences they have known and therefore be able to look together toward the future. A year of happiness. A year during which the hopes of one and all will be seen accomplished. We will not be able to end without thanking the Burkinabe people who have understood the meaning of the struggle and who stand day and night in the vigil.
Combativité, une année au cours de laquelle donc tous les Burkinabés vont pouvoir cultiver l'amour entre eux, une année au cours de laquelle nous souhaitons
citizen to protect this transition because they say the enemy has not yet put away its hatchet, whether from inside or outside imperialism is still active. Thank you to the people Burkinabe for this fight that we are leading, and thank you to all those who near or far support us.
Nous ne pourrons terminer sans remercier le peuple burkinabé qui a compris le sens de la lutte et qui se bat jour et nuit dans la veille citoyenne pour protéger cette transition. Parce que, dit-on, l'ennemi n'a pas encore rangé sa hache de guerre, que ce soit de l'intérieur ou de l'extérieur, l'impérialisme est toujours en activité. Merci au peuple burkinabé pour ce combat que nous menons et merci à tous ceux qui de près ou de loin,
whether from inside or outside, all over the world who support Burkina Faso and this lively struggle Burkina Faso, may God protect Burkina Faso, the fatherland or death.
Burkina Faso, la patrie ou la mort, nous vaincrons.
As the projects continue to materialize, Ibrahim Traoré's Burkina Faso stands at the threshold of a new era. Together, the people of Burkina Faso have forged a path to progress, building not only infrastructure but the foundation for a brighter future. Burkina Faso will no longer be defined by its challenges but by the resilience and ambition of its people.
Having leaders like General Traoré is very amazing. You can see that in less than 2 years, he has done so much for the country of Burkina Faso. The development, the infrastructure, the growth, just name it. He has done so much that you cannot even imagine or spell out yourself. So, Any leader that has done great and wonderful thing is worthy of recommendation, is worthy of appreciation. And this has been recorded that he did all of this without the support, without the help of the Westerners. So, are we now saying that Westerners are part of people who are helping our leaders not to develop our countries? Or our leaders have been blindfolded that they don't want to see the good in the continent or the countries in Africa to develop them? Leave your thoughts, leave your comments in the comment section below, and we'll continue from there.